Hello! Today at hairstyling school we learned how to use a curling iron the proper way. So yeah, this is like my first attempt at doing it on a practice head. So I thought I'd just film it, and yeah, fun fact. This thing can take up to 140 degrees Celsius heat. While my curling iron actually can go up to 180 degrees. So yeah, and it doesn't have anything saying what heat it is on. It just has minimum and maximum, and then that's it. So yeah, let's hope this is gonna work out well, rather than melting all her hair off. Okay, so I've already made one curl to check if the hair won't melt, and it doesn't. So yeah, but this is a kind of loose curl, so now I've made the curling wand a little bit hotter. So yeah, I'm hoping it still won't melt. I'm using a Babyliss one, by the way. I don't know if you can read it from the distance. I have no idea what number or type it is because the box is downstairs. But yeah, I'm just starting out with hairspray. And I'm really hoping that in 10 years or so, I'll look back on this and I'll be like, hey, why was I doing it so difficult back then? It's way easier than it looks there. So yeah, basically I hope I'm gonna get better at this in the future. So yeah, just hold the hair there for a little bit. This isn't really a tutorial, by the way. This is just a video of my first attempt at properly curling a doll's hair, basically. Because if I ruin her hair, it's not all that, you know, disastrous. It'd be worse if I'd ruin an actual person's hair, I guess. So yeah. And I can't really try this out on my own, on myself, because my hair is way too long for that. So yeah. Basically I'm just going to do her whole head this way. And then I'll probably, I don't know, brush it out, make a hairdo with it, whatever. By the way, if anyone's watching this and feels like I'm doing it all wrong, don't hesitate to tell me. Please tell me what I can do better, because, you know, I'm still a beginner with this, so yeah. Any advice is always welcome. Okay, then it's time to move on to the third layer. By the way, the reason the doll looks so, yeah, weird is I just made a Grace Kelly hairdo in it, which contains really a lot of backcombing, and yeah, that's really difficult to brush out, and yeah, her hair kind of stays looking kind of weird afterwards. So yeah, that's why I also thought it would be a good idea to use the curling iron on it now, because the heat will make the hair look a little bit more decent again, I hope. So yeah, I'm just making sure I have just a really thin row of hair, really. And just clipping the rest of it up again. And then we're starting at the beginning again. And always be careful not to rip out the ones at the bottom. The curls at the bottom. It would also be a good idea to actually have an empty table, I guess, so that I could put my curling wand on a place where I won't stand on it, because right now I'm putting it on the floor. So yeah, so far I've almost stood on it about 5 times, which isn't very good, I guess, but yeah. And now I'm just sort of counting to 20 now. Okay, that's about 20. And then I'm just getting the curl off the curling wand and just holding it for a while so it can cool down a bit. Doesn't have to be very long, just so they won't fall out immediately. And then moving on to the next part. One other thing I just remembered that I should not forget when working on a real model is that a real model usually isn't made of plastic. So it's better to just hold your hand between the curling iron and the actual head of the model. Just so that you're sure that you don't, you know, hit her head with a really hot piece of iron. Okay. Okay. Okay, but now we're already at the top part of the hair. And, well, I didn't specifically say anything about it at school, but I'm just grabbing a little bit tinier strands of hair. Just so the curls get a little bit tinier on top. Just because I think that would look nice, I guess. Also, so far I've only touched the curling iron with my hands about 3 times, so that's good. And then I'm just going to hold it for 20 seconds again. Okay. So yeah, basically the idea is to keep practicing with this and maybe someday make a tutorial featuring curled hair. But yeah, as you can see, for now I'm still practicing. But yeah, I just thought it might be useful for people who are also just starting with the whole curling of hair thing. And you know, just to show that anyone who's never done it before needs to practice. And nobody is instantaneously perfect at it, so yeah. And that's why I thought it'd be fun to film this. Okay, so this is what she looks like now, all curly and cute and adorable. And this is what it looks from the front. So yeah, on this point you can just make some sort of fun, cute hairdo with it. So yeah, I'm gonna play for it for a bit until I figured out something nice to do with her hair. Okay, so this is the finished look. I decided to keep the 2 curls on the front hanging loose and in their original curly state. And yeah, my homework for this week for hairstyling school was actually to do a updo, so that's what I did. So yeah, basically I added this really cute red hair tie, which is actually just a regular ribbon, but anyways. Just because it looks kind of fairy tale like, and yeah, I just think it looks sort of adorable, so yeah. Then I braided in this part of her hair. I just parted it in the middle and then braided this part. And with the other part I made a braided bun. And then I just added the braid to that, pinned it, and had the curly ends hanging loose. I curled them a little bit more just because they went kind of flat with all the braiding and everything. So yeah, this is the complete look. And yeah, I'll just continue practicing and hopefully get better at it. And yeah, hopefully we'll do a tutorial sometime on whatever look. Yeah. So yeah, in any case, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! 4th question, soup or salad? I'd go for salad because I don't like soup. 5th question, what is your favorite cookery book? I don't really have one because